Hello students, for class 12, in this video I am going to show you the technique for the solution of linear equations in two variables by matrix method. Suppose we have taken the equations 5x plus 2y is equal to 4 and another equation is 7x plus 3y is equal to 5. We are going to solve by matrix method. Let A is equal to, we have to prepare a matrix A which is made up of consisting the coefficients of the variables x and y. What are the coefficients? 5, 2, 7, 3. So 5, 2, 7, 3. Next, x is another matrix. X is another matrix. It is a column matrix. It consists of the variables. What are the variables? X and y. So x and y. And B is also another column matrix which takes the constants, there is 4 and 5. So B is equal to 4 and 5. Thus we have first prepared or written three matrices A, X and B such that AX is equal to B. That is, if we multiply AX and equate this with B, we will get these equations. For example, row column. So 5x plus 2y is equal to first element 4. It is the first equation. Similarly, 7x plus 3y is equal to 5, which is the second equation. Now from this we can write x is equal to A inverse B. Now we have to find out A inverse. But before that we have to test whether A inverse exists or not. Now determinant A is equal to determinant 5, 2, 7, 3. There is 5, 3, 15 minus 7 to 14. There is 1 not equal to 0. So this is non-singular matrix. Therefore A inverse exists and this pair of equations have unique solution. Now we are going to find out A inverse is equal to adjoint A by determinant A. The first adjoint A is equal to, we have to change these elements by their cofactors. So cofactor of 5 is 3, cofactor of 3 is 5. These are taught previously. Cofactor of 2 is minus 7, cofactor of 7 is minus 2. Now transpose of that one, that is equal to, transpose means row becomes column and columns become row. So this row is written as column 3 minus 7 and this row is written as column minus 2, 5. So minus 2, 5. So this is the adjoint A. Now A inverse is equal to adjoint A by determinant A. Now adjoint A by determinant A means 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. 1 by determinant A means 1. And what is adjoint A? 3 minus 2 minus 7, 5. 3 minus 2 minus 7, 5. So this is actually 1 by 1 means 1 is there. So we are not writing. That is 3 minus 2 minus 7, 5. This matrix is A inverse. Now x is equal to A inverse B. So x is equal to, x means xy. This column matrix is equal to, this is A inverse as we have already determined, and B. So this is B. Now let us multiply row column. 3 4 ja 12. 3 4 ja 12 minus 2 into 5, 10 minus 10. Minus 7 into 4 minus 28. 5 into 5, 25. So 12 minus 10 is 2 and minus 28 plus minus 28 plus 25 is minus 3. Now if we compare these two matrices as they are equal, their corresponding elements are equal. So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3. This is the required solution. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3. Okay. Now I am going to show you solutions of linear equations in 3 variables by matrix method. Remember one thing, in our syllabus CBSE class 12 only one permissible solution, it is given by matrix method. So by matrix method only you have to solve. What are the equations? 3 equations I have taken. 2x plus y plus z is equal to 1. X minus 2y minus z is equal to 3y2. And 3y minus 5z is equal to 9. Similarly, we are going to write matrix A by taking the coefficients of the variables. So first row 2, 1, 1. Second row will be 1, minus 2, minus 1. Third row, there is no x, means 0. So 0, 3, minus 5. And x is equal to, it is a column matrix by taking the variables. What are the variables? Since 3 variables, that is x, y, z. So the variables are x, y and z. And B, it is also a column matrix by taking the constant terms. What are the constant terms? 1, 3 by 2 and 9. Such that AX is equal to B, which implies X is equal to A inverse B. Now we are going to find out A inverse, but before that we have to determine determinant A. So determinant A is equal to determinant. This matrix to be written as determinant 2, 1, 1, 1 minus 2 minus 1, 0, 3 minus 5. Let us calculate. There is expanding along R1, first row. So 2, leave this row, leave this column. So this into this minus this into this. So 10 minus of minus 3 plus 3. Then minus 1 plus minus plus, alternately sign changes, which I have written here. Now minus 1 into, leave this column, leave this row. So 1 into minus 5, minus 5, minus 1 into 0, so minus 0. Then plus 1, 1. So 1, leave this column, leave this row. So 3 into 1, 3, minus 2 into 0, 0. So we get 10 plus 3, 13, 13 into 2, 26. Minus 5 into minus 1 plus 5, 3 into 1, 3, that is 34, not equal to 0. Hence A inverse exists and the equations have unique solution. Now we have to determine A inverse. How to find out A inverse? A inverse means adjoint A by determinant A. So first we have to determine adjoint A. Now adjoint A, to determine adjoint A, we have to substitute every element of matrix A by their cofactors. So we have to calculate the cofactors. How to calculate the cofactors? This is already taught in my previous videos. Again I am telling you, there is for 1, 2 elements. Suppose for 2, leave this row, leave this column. Sign changes alternately. There is plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Like this alternately. So this is 2. Leave this row, leave this column. So minus 5 into minus 2, 10. Minus of minus 3, that is 13. Now for this 1, what it will be? Leave plus, minus, so minus. Position, for this position it will be minus. Now leave this row, leave this column. So this is minus 5 into 0. So minus of minus 5 means plus 5. So it is plus 5. For 1, plus, minus, plus. So again plus. Leave this column, leave this row. So this is 3 1 ja 3 minus 0. So 3. That is why 3. Like this you determine the cofactors. and T, that is we have to take the transpose. Now take the transpose means this row we have to write as column, this row we have to write as column, this row we have to write as column. So 13, 5, 3 as column, 8 minus 10 minus 6 as column, 1, 3 minus 5 as column. So this we get, it is adjoint A. Now A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. There is 1 by 34 and adjoint A we have written. Now X is equal to A inverse B. So X is equal to means X, Y, Z column matrix is equal to A inverse, there is 1 by 34, then 13, 8, 1, 5 minus 10, 3, 3 minus 6 minus 5 into B. B means what we have, 1, 3 by 2, 9. Now let us multiply. So this column matrix is equal to, first let us multiply and at the end we will divide this one by 34. Otherwise it will come fraction and maximum chance that there may go some mistakes due to fraction. That is why. So 1 by 34. Now let us multiply row into column. 13 into 1, 13. 8 into 3 by 2, 12. 1 into 9, 9. Second row and this column. So 5 into 1, 5. Minus 10 into 3 by 2, 15. Minus 15. 3 into 9, 27. 3 into 1, 3. Minus 6 into 3 by 2, it is minus 9. Minus 5 into 9, minus 45. Now 1 by 34. Now this is 34. This gives 17. This gives minus 51. 34 by 34, 1. 17 by 34, 1 by 2. Minus 51 by 34, minus 3 by 2. Now if we compare this matrix and this matrix, their corresponding elements are equal. By this X is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to minus 3 by 2. Therefore this is the required solution, that X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 1 by 2 and Z is equal to minus 3 by 2. Now I am going to show you how to find A inverse, that is inverse of a matrix, by elementary transformation. By elementary row transformation of 2 order matrix, I am showing you how to find the matrix. Let A is equal to first row 1 minus 1, 2, 3. We have to find the inverse of this matrix by elementary row transformation. First we are testing whether there is inverse exist or not. For that purpose we have seen that determinant A is equal to 5 not equal to 0. Hence A inverse exists. This is not necessarily to do. If in any case while finding the inverse, if we see that all the elements along any row or column comes 0, that is if this is 0 0 or this is 0 0, then it is understood that inverse of the matrix does not exist. Okay, whatever may be. First, for row transformation we have to write matrix A 2 order is equal to I 2 order into A, that is A is equal to I into A. Then A is equal to I means identity matrix of order 2, which is 1 0 0 1 and into A. We are not writing the matrix, only written its symbol, that is A. It is because we are not going to operate this matrix. We will operate only this and this. And remember, while transformation, the operation which we will apply here, the same operation we have to do it here. Now for the elementary operation, the technique which I am following, I will follow U pattern. First this element, then to this element, then to this element, then to this element. So it is U pattern. And for the diagonal elements, if it is seen that they are not, there is, suppose this is not 1, suppose this is 5, we have to divide, to make it 1, we have to divide the diagonal elements by the same element. Then it will be 1, obviously. 5 divided by 5, 1. 3 divided by 3, 1. Okay. So in this way I am doing. Follow the technique. This is mistake proof way. That is, if you are quite sincere in your operations, there is no chance to go mistake. Now let us see. First, this is 1. So this is already given. We have to make this 0. That is, what is our tendency? We will convert this one into I. Obviously, the same operations on I will no more be in I. It will change to another matrix. That matrix will be A inverse. Okay. This is from the beginning 1. So no operations is needed. This is already 1. We have to make this 0. How to make this 0? There is, if we multiply this by 2 and subtract from this, then it will be 0. So R2 is replaced by R2 minus 2 R1. Then this gives R2 is replaced by R2 minus 2 R1. Multiply this by 2. 2 1 is 2. 2 minus 2, 0. And this is multiplied by 2. That is minus 2. Now 3 minus minus 2. That is 5. So it is 5. Same operations is performed here, which gives 1, 0, minus 2, 1. Okay, like this, multiply this by 2. So 2 and 2. Now R2 minus R1, there is 0 minus 2. So this is minus 2. And as this is 0, we are multiplying this by 2. So 2 into 0, 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Like this. Next, so from this to this, then the turn goes to this element. This is 5. How to make this 5? As this is the diagonal element, we have to divide 5 by 5. So R2 is replaced by R2 by 5. And it becomes 1 minus 1 as it is. Change will come here. It is 0. 5 divided by 5, 1. Same operation is done here. R2 is divided by 5. So there is no change in R1. So R1 is written as it is. And for R2, minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. We have to write here A. Don't forget to write A, otherwise it will be cancelled. Now we have to make this 0. How it is possible? There is, if we are adding this 2, obviously this will be 0. Because our turn goes from this to this, then this to this, then this to this. Okay, in this direction. Now it is turned for this one to make this 0. It is very easy. If we are adding this and this will be 0. Okay, so R1 is replaced by R1 plus R2. So R2 is not changed. So R2 is written as it is. For R1, R1 is written R1 plus R2. So 1 plus 0, 1. Minus 1 plus 1, it is 0. Similarly for this one, same operation is done. R2 as it is. R1, this plus this. So 1 plus minus minus 2 by 5. 5 1, 5 minus 2, 3 by 5. So it is 3 by 5. Then it is 0. 0 plus 1 by 5. So it is 1 by 5 into A. Now what we have seen, as this has converted into I, changed into identity matrix. Now this matrix will be A inverse. So A inverse is equal to first row 3 by 5, 1 by 5. Second row minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. So this is A inverse. Now to find A inverse by elementary row transformation of 3 order matrices, let A is equal to 1 3 minus 2 minus 3 0 minus 5 2 5 0. Now solution, let A is equal to I into A. In case of row matrix, we have to write A is equal to I into A. In case of column operation, we have to write A is equal to A into I. Okay. Now A means the matrix given 1 3 minus 2 minus 3 0 minus 5 2 5 0. And this is identity matrix of order 3 by 3, which is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 into A. Now first we have seen this is 1. So no operation is required for this one. We have to make this one 0. What pattern we are going to follow? This pattern. First this, then this, then this element, 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 then this element. It is the pattern we have to keep in mind, and same operations we have to apply for this one also. By this, gradually this will change to identity matrix and this will change to another matrix which will be A inverse. So first R2, we have to make this 0. How it is possible? That is, if we operate R2 is replaced by R2 plus 3R1. So R1 and R3 no operations because we are operating only R2, so this is written as it is. As we are operating R2, which I have shown you this one by different coloring. Now 3 1 ja 3 minus 3 0, 3 3 ja 9, 0 plus 9 9. Now this is multiplied by 3 minus 2 into 3, what is that? Minus 6, minus 5, minus 6, minus 11. Same operations we have to do it here. R1 is written, R3 is written. Now for that is now same operation is applied for this matrix. So R1 written, then R3 written, now R2 is replaced by R2 plus 3R1. So 3 multiplied by 3, 3, 0 plus 3, 3. Now as these are 0, they have no power to change, so this will be 1, 0. Next operation, that is R3, we have to make this one 0. So R3 is replaced by, as this is 2, we need to multiply this one by 2 and then subtract from this one. So R2 is replaced by R2 by 9, because now we are going to change. Next we have to make this one 0, that is R3 to be operated. So R3 is replaced by R3 minus 2R1. So as we are operating R3, R1 and R2 written as it is. Then for R3 minus 2R1, so multiplied by 2. 2 1 ja 2, 2 minus 2, 0. This is 2. 3 2 ja 6. 5 minus 6 minus 1. This is multiplied by 2. So minus 2 into 2 minus 4. Then 0 minus minus 4, that is plus 4. And whenever same operations is performed here, this will be, now R1 is written as it is, R2 is written as it is. Now for R3 is replaced by R3 minus 2R1. So let us multiply this one by, there is 2. Now 0 minus 2 minus 2. As these are 0, they have no power to change, so this remains as it is. Next we have to make this element. Now from this we are going to this, so from this we are going to this, but this is already 1. So no need to write any operations for this one. This is already 1. Now after this we have to move to this element. This is to make 0. How it is this possible? How it is possible? Because if 1 plus of minus 1, these two are added, this will be 0. There is R3 is replaced by R3 plus R2. So R3 is operated, so R1 and R2 written. R1 and R2 written means 1 3 minus 2, 1 3 minus 2, 0 1 minus 11 by 9, 0 1 minus 11 by 9, minus 11 by 9, minus 11 by 9. And now we have to operate this one, R3 plus R2. Now R3 plus R2, let us operate this plus this, 0. R3 plus R2. R3 plus R2 means R3 plus R2. if we are adding these two, 1 and minus 1, this is 0. And for this one, R3 plus R2, there is 4 plus of minus 11 by 9. Now 4 plus of minus 11 by 9 means 4 minus 11 by 9. 4 9 is 36 minus 11. There is 25. So 25 by 9. 25 by 9. Same operation is done here. And then you will get for R3, R1 and R2, it is written as they are. Because we are not operating R1 and R2, we are operating R3. So R3 will only change. Now same operation you give, you will get that R3 elements will be minus 5 by 3, 1 by 9 and 1. Now after this we have to change which one? After this we have to change this element. As this is the diagonal element, what we have said, for the diagonal element to convert this into 1, we have to divide by same number. There is 25 by 9, we have to divide by 25 by 9. There is multiplied by 9 by 25. So R3 is replaced by R3 into 9 by 25. So again you see we are operating R3. So R1 and R2 written as it is. This is into 9 by 25. So 0 is 0. 0 is 0. 25 by 9 into 9 by 25. This becomes 1. Similarly for this one, R1 as it is, R2 as it is. Now minus 5 by 3 into 9 by 25 will give you minus 3 by 5. Minus 3 by 5 you will get. Similarly 1 by 9 into 9 by 25. 9 9 cancelled. You will get 1 by 25. And last 1 into 9 by 25. So it is 9 by 25. Now for next operations. Next what we have to note, we have to convert minus 11 by 9 in second row to 0. How it is possible? There is, if we multiply the elements of R3 by 11 by 9 and then add with the elements of R2, it will be 0. So R2 is replaced by R2 plus 11 by 9 R3. So we are operating R2 means R1 and R3 as it is. Now we are operating R2 plus 11 by 9 R3. So R2 there is 0 plus 0, it is 0, 0, 1, this is 1. Now for this one, this is multiplied by 11 by 9. So this is 11 by 9, and whenever this is added to minus 11 by 9, obviously this will be 0. So this is 0. And whenever same operations is given to this matrix, for R1 and R3 there is no change because we are not operating. For R2 only we will get minus 2 by 5, 4 by 25 and 11 by 25. Now we have to convert this element to 0, which cannot be done by 0 because 0 means it has no power. So by this one, let us multiply this by 2 and add with this. So this is of R3. So R3 is multiplied by 2, then is added with R1. So R1 is replaced by R1. R1 is replaced by R1 plus 2 R3. And by this operation, we get R1 means R2 and R3 remains as it is. And for R1, we have to multiply R3 by 2. So this 0, this will not change. Certainly this is 1. So 1 into 2, what is that? 2 plus minus 2, that is equal to 0. So this becomes 0. And whenever the same operation is given to this matrix, R1 will be changed to minus 1 by 5, 2 by 25, 11 by 25. Next we have to convert this element 0. How it is that possible? We have to operate with R2. R2 is multiplied by 3 and then subtract from this. So R1 is replaced by R1 minus 3R2. And by this R2 and R3 remains same. R1 is replaced by R1 minus 3R2, which gives 1 0 0. And same operations whenever given to this, it will be converted to 1 minus 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5. Okay, because this is multiplied by 3. So minus 3 by 5 into 3. What is that? Minus 9 by 5. Now 1 minus 9 by 5. Okay, 1 minus 9 by 5. So 5 1 ja 5, and this will give you 1. By this you will get this one 1, and this is minus 2 by 5 and this is minus 3 by 5. So what we get, as this is converted into identity matrix of order 3, obviously gradually the identity matrix has been converted to this, which we call A inverse. Therefore A inverse is equal to 1 minus 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5. Minus 2 by 5, 4 by 25, 11 by 25. Minus 3 by 5, 1 by 25, 9 by 25. So this is A inverse.